Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Indigo here. Hope you're having a good day or a good night, whatever time it is when you watch this video. Okay, let's get to reading for the collective. Let's see what energy pops out for the collective. Okay. Heal. Okay, Chiron, heal popped out. I think all these cards in this deck are upright, and it popped out in reverse. Okay, so I feel like for some of y'all, you could have certain situations that like you have not healed from, and I feel like the reason you haven't healed from them is because, or fully, I should say, the reason you haven't fully healed from them is because you haven't seen the opposite side of the situations in which it is that you dealt with. So if you dealt with like a lot of tumultuous relationships, I feel like you are going to be experiencing relationships where you have to understand, for one thing, right? You have to understand that nothing is perfect. And I feel like you do understand that. I feel like you're going to start valuing what it means to use your voice and speak your truth. This is going to transpire in your relationships by way of showing you that you can have conflict with somebody and you can use your voice to talk out the conflict in which it is that you have with someone. Okay? I feel like you're going to be entering relationships where you can actually speak your truth and be heard and some type of compromise take place, okay? I feel like the thing that's going to heal within your relationships is you being able to speak and be heard and be understood. I feel like a lot of you are also going to be able to articulate your emotions better because you are going to be in safe spaces where you are actually wanting to be heard. I'm sorry, I have water and I'm trying to figure out like where I put it. But I move the bed and I'm like, I don't see the water. It's behind there. Hold on. Because I also just ate and I'm like, okay, what else, Spirit? Okay, some of you could have back injuries that you're healing from. Okay, some of you have found what it is that you need in order for you to get rid of what is stifling you from reaching your fullest potential. Some of you can have like strained muscles. You could be working out or over exerting your body, okay? I feel like there could be a need for you to like take a rest or take a pause, okay, from whatever it is that you're doing that's exercise oriented. Sun source came out and seventh house relationships came out in reverse with Mercury messages underneath there. I just want to like put the cards together. Okay. I feel like there's a lot of relationships that you're releasing that do not mirror back to you what you are in your north node, okay? I feel like anything that is involving you dealing with another person that's not going to be for your better benefit, you are discarding of. There was a lack of light being shown on certain relationships. There's a lack of clarity that you had dealing with certain relationships that were not allowing you to see what it is that you needed to release or who it is that you needed to release, okay? And I feel like there are going to be messages that are going to be coming through that are going to show you who it is that you need to release or what it is that you need to release, okay? Some of you could be having communication issues within your relationships, and that can be something that's shown to you, okay? Some of you could be finding out that maybe your partner doesn't come from an environment where communication is the strongest point, okay? And they don't really necessarily know how to communicate, and this is going to be something that somebody is going to be able to articulate to you. Somebody could look up to the way that you are able to express your emotions and fluently talk through the things that are stifling for you. And these are going to be conversations that are going to help you heal this relationship, okay? Even heal how it is that you view other people who don't necessarily know how to communicate with you. I feel like some of you are taking on the role of being the person who sets the example, and not because that's who you want to be necessarily. It's because you know you have the capability and the credentials, bitch, to be so. Okay, so it's like also a level of vulnerability about you and how long you've come with being able to communicate your truth. There are also some people who are in the dark that do want to communicate with you, okay, that I feel like are going to be coming forth to talk to you, to share their thoughts, their feelings, maybe to essentially heal something with you, okay? But some of these truths that you could be receiving could lead you to not wanting to rehash relationships with people. Some of you could be rehashing relationships with people. This could be even people who you didn't really have a relationship with, who like had a perspective of you based on what it was that they were taught, and now they have a new understanding and a new teaching, and they are going back on their word when it came to how they viewed you. And this is going to allow you to be at peace with one another, okay? What else, Spirit? Sixth house, sustainability. Okay. I feel like your nervous system is also very like stable at this time. Like the things that would have potentially triggered you in the past, I feel like you're not triggered by those things anymore. And it's because you understand them. I feel like you could be acknowledging that currently, and using your rational thought to combat any emotions that could be coming towards you that you know stem from a past situation. Okay? Structure. I feel like you're building more structure, you're building more discipline. I feel like you could be building more structure within your relationships as well. And this is coming with setting your boundaries, okay? Articulating people what it is that you will and will not tolerate. Even like this message and me talking about this, like my throat feels like it's gonna fucking like cave in. Like it feels like somebody's like hand is around my neck, like choking me. And I feel like it's symbolic to me maybe not knowing the best way to articulate certain things. Okay, so there could be cracks in your voice when it comes to talking about certain things, and not because you're nervous to talk about them, but because you never talked about them in the way that you're talking about them now, and it feels different. And it also it's like your vocal cords are like, we've never vibrated this high before. Like our words in talking about these certain things have never vibrated this high. I feel like you are contributing to a better perspective for people to understand how to combat and face conflict, because nothing is going to be perfect and no one person is perfect. And I feel like when you have the ability to see your imperfections and embrace them and acknowledge, like, you know, this is something within myself that I am working on, and it is taking me some time, and you are very appreciative to those who are willing to be patient with you while you work through whatever it is that you're going through. um, I feel like you're coming into yourself very beautifully. I do see like a lot of flowers. Some of you could be going to a garden soon, okay? Some of you could have went on like an anniversary or a date with your partner and they got you flowers, okay? I'm seeing sunflowers specifically, they're really cute. Or daisies, daffodils are also very significant. Um, Somebody can also have a mandala tattooed on like their arm or like their hand. Um, all of these aspects within your chart are going through a rebirth. So your Saturn, your Mercury, your Sun sign, okay, your North Node, and your sixth house are all going through a rebirth. And then I just noticed, like, with the Sun sign, as you identify how you show up in the world, okay. No, I think that's your rising. The Sun is like what you're exuding, okay? I feel like you are exuding the fact that you may have had trouble with being able to communicate your truth, and you are exuding that you are coming out of that. You're finding your voice and you're utilizing it. And I feel like the people around you are very like they're acknowledging that, like they're acknowledging that you now have the courage and the confidence to speak. And I feel like they are being respectful of that, okay? And I feel like that's something that's making you feel really, really like positive, okay? I feel like there are new conversations and well, new conversations. There are new partnerships that are being ushered into your life. And these partnerships are going to help you find and create some type of stability around you, okay? These relationships are going to be long lasting. And I feel like for a lot of my collective and even myself, this is something that maybe you haven't experienced, okay? There are a lot of you that are watching me that have had really long lasting relationships, and a lot of those relationships are going to be ending because whether it's you or the other person, somebody's going to understand that, like, you're not communicating effectively, or you're not honestly communicating. You're holding back your truth because you're trying to portray a certain character to you, that when it comes to other people, they don't care about these other people seeing this aspect of themselves. And this is giving me like lower vibing energy, okay? So you guys could have recently just stopped talking to somebody that maybe you could have felt like you had good conversation with when it came to high vibrational stuff, but you're realizing that like the high vibrational stuff that you talked about, you had more to say than the other person. And it's because you understood and overstood those things. It's like you experience them not from the standpoint of wanting to fit in with the topic of conversation, but you actually wanting to explain to someone what it is that you went through that made you who you are. I feel like there are people who are running away from who they are, who listen to you speak, and they want to resonate with that. And because they want to resonate with that so bad, now it's being broadcasted who it is that they truly are, not only to themselves but to those around them. And this could be causing them to lose certain relationships. um there's so many people in the collective and beyond the collective, right? So many beings beyond the collective that are at this time just observing what is going on around them, and they're either contributing to the positive change or they are being initiated into a dark night of the soul because of the fact that they have went so long with judging those who are authentically themselves, and not judging themselves enough and holding themselves accountable, to be completely honest. A lot of the newer relationships and partnerships that you could be entering could be leading to some type of travel. Okay, I heard, let me out, let me out, let me out. I feel like somebody's gonna be flying you out, bitch. I don't know where the fuck you going, but this shit is gonna be fun. It's gonna be lit. I feel like a lot of the experiences that you are going to be having are going to be so verbally therapeutic and affirming for you that you literally might fucking crash out, bitch. And like crash out in like the best way possible, right? Like dandelions are very significant. Make a wish, okay? There could be wishes that are being granted for you at this time, okay? Because I feel like the universe is really, really proud of you, and I feel like there could be certain things where I think maybe you might be being too hard on yourself. So the universe is going to give you something to show you that you actually are doing very well, and it's good that you are seeing the things that you know you still need to work on and change, okay? But also don't what can I how do I want to say, don't I just seen a yellow butterfly. Don't penalize yourself for being human, okay? Because you also are still in the healing phase, and you know that, and you are consciously going through that, and you will have moments, because those moments are meant to show you more and teach you more about yourself and help you navigate how it is that you want to move forward, okay? People are actively nurturing themselves. People are actually actively nurturing every aspect of themselves so that they can become better versions of themselves. And people are doing this for themselves. They're not doing this on account of wanting to become better for another person. They're doing it because they really want to be genuinely the best version of themselves so that they can have a better life. And then I'm also seeing funny Mercury is out here, and Virgo Digest and Gemini cross pollinator out here. There could be like a group of people that you're going to be teaming up with to do something, and this could have been like a group of people who you feel like maybe you don't resonate with, and maybe you feel like you don't resonate with them because of how they identify in the world. But I feel like this is going to be a structured breakdown where the identity is becoming deeper than what's seen, and the identity is becoming deeper than, yeah, deeper than the flesh. It's becoming identified by the soul. I feel like your soul tribe energy. Yeah, I'm gonna pull one last card. Capricorn energy. Okay, achieve. This is definitely the season for you to achieve all of your goals. This is definitely the season where you're gonna be winning. Okay, this is the season where you are winning. You are winning. Um, and like, let that be okay. Like, let that be okay that you're winning. Don't feel bad for winning. Okay, just appreciate it, accept it, embody it, nurture it, and just allow yourself to fully grow and flourish. Some of you could have just moved, and you feel like within this environment you have the ability to accomplish something that maybe somewhere else you were trying to accomplish and it wasn't going as well as you felt it could have went. And it's because of the fact that you're somewhere where your vibration is also being matched. Yeah, it's like a atomic bomb of just like growth, and like people who understand growth and growing and like want to participate with you in that. But yeah, that's the reading that I got for you guys. I will see you guys later. Bye.